Hello, viewer, and welcome to Political Cafe Discussion, a platform that seeks to increase the chances of political aspirants getting voted in the August 2022 elections. So, the peculiar thing about Political Cafe Discussion is that we interview political aspirants using various languages, get clips of them even speaking on this forum, share with them via social media so that they can disseminate even the short clips to their various networks. We also share with them the audios so that they can even use it to also market themselves in various avenues. So today I'm joined by an aspirant from Vihiga County, and he's joining us today so as to share what he'd like to do once elected as an MCA in Vihiga County. So welcome to the studio, Honorable Victor. Kindly introduce yourself so that the viewers may get to learn more about you.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to my people. I'm Victor Kidambi, and I'm coming from Vihiga County, and I'm aspiring MCA in a Gisambai Ward.
So, the other question that I'd like to ask you is, why do you think you are the best candidate to vie for that particular seat? What issues have you seen in Gisambai Ward that you'd like to address even as an elected member of county assembly?
I have so many issues, and maybe before I go into much, I want to tell you the reason why I joined politics. And I joined politics because of the burning desire of change from a community already in a crisis of governance, and also as a patriotic necessity. That's why I want to be an MC of Gisambai, because I know there are elderly people who don't get their money, there are youth who have their talents and their values. They don't get the funds they want to do the thing they should do. There are mothers, and there are also our sisters. There's also youth groups which need to be funded, but the current leadership doesn't sponsor that. The current leadership, it only needs to see you in a funeral, and that's why we want a change in Gisambai Ward, because we feel the leadership we deserve, we have not given the leadership we deserve.
I get it. So, kindly share with us your story. What inspired you to say that I want to become an MCA? Is there someone in your life who inspired you, or a role model who inspired you to say that even at a young age, I would like to vie for that seat?
In my family, it's a political family. My grandfather used to be the chairman of Kanu, Hamisi sub-county. And when he died, I wanted to continue this legacy. So my grandfather inspired me. And before my grandfather, I'm an educated guy. I've gone to school. I've seen the wrongs and the rights and what the community needs. And I never joined politics. As I've said, I've never joined politics because of I want money, but I joined politics due to the response of the burning desire of change, and already in a community, already in a crisis of governance, and as a patriotic necessity. I'm a Kenyan. When I feel the leadership it's not good, I must step up. So my inspiration to join politics or my inspiration to join leadership, it was because of these people are feeling are not well represented. Those who elected them, they have betrayed them in one or one another.
So there are people who might say that you're young, and so they may be asking themselves, why is Victor vying for a political seat? Because they expect that it's only old people who can vie for political seats. So would like you to speak to them, to tell them why, even as a young person, you can lead.
You know, what people should realize is that if you have the right to vote, you also have the right to lead. If you have the 18 years and you can have the voters registration card, you can also lead. And I am asking young people, if it's not now, then it's when. And if it's not us, then who will change the community? Because our parents have sacrificed enough, they have taken us to school, we are educated enough to change the narrative. Leadership is not about age. Leadership is about the agendas, the development plan you have. So I'm saying this. I never wanted to buy because I'm a young, or I never wanted to buy because I'm old. But I wanted to buy as an MC of Gisambai Ward in Vihiga County because I want to change the lives of my people. I have done so much, of which if we engage in the conversation, I will tell you what I've done. That's why I feel that if they give me power, I will do more because I've done enough with little resources. I'm not rich, but I'm a young man, but I'm very resourceful. So if they give me the opportunity to serve them as an MCA, I can do much, of which I see the community, we are behind in terms of development. Gisambai Ward is in bad state. That's why I felt that I must stand up, because if somebody can stand up and give his views, give his agendas, he can make Gisambai to be greater than the way people expected it to be.
So I'd like you to address unemployment in your ward. When you are elected as an MCA, how are you going to address unemployment?
Unemployment, we want to deal with unemployment because we don't want to say that we shall give people jobs. We don't want to look for jobs, but we shall create our own job. I will invest more in agriculture. I will invest more in young people's values. I will invest more as a Gisambai ward. It should be an hotbed of investment. As in, when I see Gisambai, I see old markets as a village. I see old markets. We can renovate those old markets. We can have our own markets. We can have our own supermarkets. We can have our own malls. We can have our own petrol station, because the people of Gisambai go for so long or so far to look for those things, and which, if you have good leadership, you can have them around here, so that the money they using, it can rotate. It can rotate within Gisambai. So unemployment, I just want to assure my people that we shall not look for jobs. I don't want to be an MCA and I promise you I'll give you jobs in the county. No. I will create we shall create our own employment, because the youth can invest more in agriculture. We have the lands, we have young people's value, they believe in sports. You know, Gisambai Ward, it's an hotbed of sports, because Kenyan all greatest football legend Joka Denge comes from Gisambai Ward. Why don't you produce other guys from Gisambai to fill that gap? So unemployment, I want to reassure my people that we shall not create jobs. We shall not look for jobs, but we shall create our own jobs, because we have the land, we have also markets, and we have the opportunities to change our people's lives.
So the other issue that we'd like to address is healthcare. How are you going to address healthcare in Gisambai Ward, and what is the status it is at the moment?
At the moment, we have only one dispensary at Gisambai Ward, and that's not very good for our people, because health is wealth. In matters concerning health, I will ensure our people get the best quality of health they deserve. I will create more dispensaries around, so that people can go and seek medication, even if it means free of charge, so that they can continue with their work. And I will create more health centers around
We seem to have lost
health is wealth. And when we reassure our mothers, I want to reassure our mothers, those who are pregnant or pregnant or what, I will give them ambulances that they will ensure them that they have gone to deliver their babies safely. Because now, when a mother wants to deliver a baby, he will go up to Kakamega. And Kakamega is a duration of 2 hours before we reach Kakamega. I want to create dispensaries. I want to bring ambulances near every village. Every village will have an ambulance that will ensure our mothers, when they want to deliver their babies, they've been taken care of and they deliver before they go to Kakamega.
Okay. So, what other issues are bedeviling Gisambai Ward that you'd like to address?
Gisambai, as a whole community, we lack so many things, but the first one, I want to reassure the elderly people, the orphans and the widows, that I will cater for them the money that it's coming from the national government, but I will ensure they get those money, because they don't get those money. The churches, I will ensure, as a legislature, I will ensure I've come up with a bill that will ensure those churches, because of so many churches leaders, they call me for Harambes. Why don't you sponsor a bill called Religious Development Fund Bill that will cater for the churches? Because if the government can invest in education sector, if the government can invest in roads, if the government can invest in talents, why don't they invest also in churches? Because the churches, the congregates of the churches, they are also voters. So I want to come up with a bill called Religious Development Fund Bill that will ensure our churches, not only churches, even mosques, they are well catered for, and wamama, they don't go for harambes or what, they just go to worship. Do you understand?
Yes, I do understand.